Please join me in welcoming to the stage Maria Triscari, President and CEO of the International Drive Resort Area Chamber of Commerce.
What y'all trying to do? 24-karat magic in the air.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the International Drive Resort Area Chamber of Commerce Annual Meeting Luncheon. My name is Maria Triscari, and I am President and CEO of the International Drive Resort Area Chamber of Commerce, and it's my pleasure to welcome you all here today. Now, to begin today's festivities, please stand for the national anthem and the presentation of the colors by the Orange County Sheriff's Office Honor Guard.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
That was beautiful. That was from the UCF Rosen College a cappella group. The International Drive Resort Area Chamber of Commerce Annual Meeting Luncheon is always a very special event where we reflect on the year that has passed and honor the many individuals who have made our chamber and the International Drive Resort Area community such a success. Today, it is even more special as we celebrate the history of the International Drive Resort Area and the visionaries who created this incredible resort destination. We also have many special guests who have joined us today to help us celebrate the growth and success of our destination and the 31st anniversary of the International Drive Resort Area Chamber. Please join me in welcoming our special guests, and please hold your applause till the end. Orange County Mayor and Orange County School Board Chair-elect, the Honorable Teresa Jacobs. The Orange County Mayor-elect, the Honorable Jerry Demings. Windermere Mayor, the Honorable Gary Bruin. The Honorable Val Demings, U.S. Congresswoman. Orange County Commissioner Rod Love, District 2, and incoming Orange County Commissioner 2-elect Myra Irby. Orange County Commissioner Pete Clark, District 3, and incoming County Commissioner District 3-elect Christine Moore. Orange County Commissioner Jennifer Thompson, District 4. Orange County Commissioner Emily Bonilla, District 5. Orange County Commissioner Victoria Siplin, District 6. Orange County Commissioner Orlando City Commissioner Sam Ings. Orange County Sheriff-elect John Mina. Orange County Comptroller Phil Diamond. And Ajit Lachandani, Orange County Administrator. Let's give them all a warm welcome. And congratulations to all of you on your election. We also have some outstanding community leaders and wonderful friends of the Chamber who have joined us today. Mr. Mark Paul, SeaWorld and Aquatica Park President. Mr. Phil Brown, Executive Director of the Orlando International Airport. Ms. Carolyn Fennell, Director of Public Affairs at the Orlando International Airport. Dr. Abe Pazam, former Dean of the UCF Rosen College of Hospitality Management. Dr. Wang, the new Dean of the UCF Rosen College of Hospitality Management. Mr. George Gill, President and CEO of Visit Orlando. Jesse Allen, Executive Director of the Orange County Convention Center. Tom Ackert, former Executive Director of the Orange County Convention Center. And Sybil Pritchard, Chairman of the iDrive Improvement District. Let's give them all a warm welcome. A few moments ago, we showcased the International Drive Resort Area Visionary Leadership Wall of Honor. This prestigious award was created by the Chamber 10 years ago to acknowledge the great visionaries who created and developed the iDrive tourist destination. We'll be learning much more about this incredible destination and how it was created and developed and continues to grow today. And we have some very special guests who have joined us today who played a significant role in development of the International Drive Resort area. The following individuals were instrumental to everyone's success here on International Drive, and we owe them a debt of gratitude. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Jim Brown, President of Orlando Plaza Partners, and Mr. Kelly Smith, Partner at Smith McKinnon. Thank you for coming today. And you will be learning about the significant contribution these individuals made in just a little while. Today, in one room, we have many of the visionaries and leaders, past and present, who built this destination. It really is quite remarkable. Almost everyone in this room built their career in the tourism industry. And together, we have built this town, the #1 tourist destination in the country. This is something to be very proud of, and we did this by working together. Our elected officials, our government agencies, and the private sector collaborating together as a community. Working with the Chamber for over 30 years, I've had the pleasure to work with and collaborate with many of you here in this room, from the original visionaries such as Mr. Brown, Mr. Rosen, and Kelly Smith, as well as all the new visionaries today. One thing that never changes throughout the years are the entrepreneurs that come to International Drive and have a dream and make their dream a reality for everyone to enjoy. And collectively, we all benefit from that. So let's talk about 2018. What an outstanding year. First, congratulations to all our new leadership. Congratulations, Mayor Jacobs and Mayor-elect Demings, for the new leadership roles you'll be taking on in a few weeks. And congratulations, Commissioner Siplin, on your second term. We also like to congratulate Sheriff-elect John Mina, as well as our newly elected Orange County Commissioner-elects Christine Moore and Meyer Urbe, as well as Maribel Cordero, who will be working with our seasoned leaderships, guiding our community and our success. We support all of you, and we look forward to working with you for many years to come. Yes, 2018 has been another outstanding year, and we have a lot to celebrate. With over $2 billion of new and planned development, and with over 40 new projects on the way, we have so much more to look forward to. SeaWorld continues to grow and evolve with new and exciting shows and attractions. SeaWorld's Infinity Falls opened last month to rave reviews, and Sesame Street at SeaWorld is on its way. Universal Orlando continues to grow and evolve, developing new and exciting attractions, hotels, and resorts with the opening of Adventura, 600-room hotel, and the Fast and Furious ride Supercharged. The Endless Summer Resort, a $28-room hotel that is currently under construction at the corner of Universal Boulevard and International Drive. And currently, Universal Orlando is also clearing land on over 500 acres off of Universal Boulevard, promising many more Universal Orlando attractions and resorts to come. Earlier this year, Icon Orlando 360 announced exciting new additions coming to their property, including a new hotel and new restaurants such as Blake Shelton's restaurant, Old Red. In May, the new Starflyer opened in iDrive's Entertainment District, and the much anticipated Hollywood Plaza is set to open next month, complete with rooftop restaurant and bar. Visit Orlando recently opened their new Welcome Center next to Hollywood Plaza, a beautiful, spacious facility that showcases all our amazing attractions. Point Orlando has 3 new restaurants on the horizon, including Hop Daddy Burger Bar, Hampton Social, and Lotus Asia. On the north end of I-Drive, there was also a lot of celebrations. The opening of Grand National Drive overpass late last year was both exciting and significant, serving as a new gateway connecting the north end of I-Drive to Kirkman Road. A pedestrian bridge is currently being built on Kirkman Road at the entrance to Universal Orlando in front of the DoubleTree Hotel. The new Hyatt House opened their doors this year, and Premium Outlets is always evolving with new shops and international shopping. Fun Spot is always adding new and exciting experiences, and they also celebrated their 20th anniversary this year. Congratulations, Fun Spot. That is huge. I-Drive NASCAR and AM Group continues adding new and exciting rides, including a new helicopter experience that offers sightseeing tours. And with all this new growth and exciting developments, one of the most significant developments that happened this year was the Orange County Board of County Commissioners' adoption of the Orange County Convention Center Master Plan. This new enhancement includes the completion of the north-south building with grand concourse and a multi-purpose venue. These new enhancements will ensure that our convention center will continue to grow and evolve and stay competitive well into the future. And the $2.4 billion economic impact of the Orange County Convention Center benefits everybody. With the average conventioneer spending $1,970 per delegate, that equates to an average of over 25,000 jobs and 1,000 businesses impacted annually by the Orange County Convention Center. The Chamber wants to thank the incredible leadership of Mayor Teresa Jacobs and the Orange County Board of County Commissioners who brought forth the vision and leadership to make this happen. Please, let's give them a round of applause. I also would like to acknowledge the I-Drive Chamber Orange County Convention Center Enhancement and Development Committee, who held over 80 meetings over the last 2 years to advocate for and help guide the development of the Orange County Convention Center Master Plan. Please join me in recognizing the I-Drive Chamber Orange County Convention Center Enhancement and Development Committee, Mr. Phil Caronia with Rosen Hotels, Mr. Brian Combs with the Hyatt Regency, Chris Mueller with the Hilton Orlando, David Viella with Embassy Suites, and John Stein with Icon Orlando. Let's give them all a round of applause. Yes, it truly has been an amazing year. Right now, please join me in welcoming to the stage David Viella, 2017 Chairman of the Board, who is filling in for our 2018 Chairman of the Board, Mr. John Stein, who could not be with us today.
Thank you, Maria. Wow, so many great accomplishments and milestones for all of us to celebrate. It has been another amazing year for the Chamber, Chamber members, and the entire I-Drive district. With so much growth and excitement taking place in our very own world-class destination, our Chamber has been incredibly busy with government affairs, public relations, special events, marketing and promotions, employee recognition programs, safety and security initiatives, and an incredibly strong legislative agenda. I'm delighted to report to each of you that the International Drive Resort Area Chamber of Commerce's highly acclaimed Tourism Orlando Leadership Program is now a staple in our tourism industry, with close to 1,000 people who have graduated to date. This incredible 10-month program, now in its 19th year, allows participants to experience the vast components and aspects of the tourism industry while networking with fellow participants. From marketing to operations to behind-the-scenes tours and special presentations at SeaWorld, Aquatica, Discovery Cove, Universal Orlando, Walt Disney World, the Orange County Convention Center, Centerplate, the Orlando International Airport, the I-Ride Trolley, Lynx Transportation, the Orlando Magic, the Orange County Sheriff's Office, Orlando Police Department, the UCF Rosen College of Hospitality Management, Orange County Government, Visit Orlando, Clear Channel, the Orlando Sentinel, and of course, WFTV Channel 9. Maria, you've done an incredible job creating and consistently executing this program. Many past graduates of Tourism Orlando are here today, including Commissioner Siplin, who is a graduate of the 2018 program. Also in attendance today are many new students with the class of 2019 that just kicked off last month at SeaWorld. I would like to ask if you are currently enrolled in Tourism Orlando, or if you are a past Tourism Orlando graduate, please stand now. All right, don't need to be shy. It's probably half of the class, but half of the room. Congratulations to each of them. Let's give them a hand. As you know, 2018 was a very political year for our Chamber, members, and stakeholders. The Chamber relentlessly worked to maintain and advance the core interest of our iDrive resort destination, and did so by holding numerous political forums and by meeting with many elected officials and political candidates to discuss important issues related to the iDrive corridor and our entire tourist community. And of course, our monthly luncheons are always a staple in everyone's calendar, keeping us up to date on all the new and exciting developments taking place with iDrive and along the iDrive corridor. And most importantly to remember is that all this work is done with one single mission in mind, which is to unite our community and to move it forward as one voice, one vision, and one destination.
Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming to the stage Orange County Mayor and Orange County School Board Chair-elect, the Honorable Teresa Jacobs.
Oh my gosh, how the time flies. This has been a very fast year. It's been an incredibly fast 8 years, but I couldn't be more proud of what we've accomplished working together. Over the past 8 years, we've taken iDrive, a place that has been known worldwide since 1972 as a really big, important place, but a place that is becoming even more renowned and more exciting every step of the way. So I want to thank all of our partners here for the work they've done, but especially the iDrive Chamber of Commerce. And Maria, under your leadership, steadfast from beginning to end, you have done a phenomenal job. One of the things that Maria brought to my attention when I first got elected was how little attention the iDrive Chamber seemed to get, and we've worked together to make sure that we partnered. And one of our most important partnerships is not just the visioning for iDrive that we've done together, that we couldn't have done alone, either one of us. We couldn't have done it alone. We did it together. We did it with the private sector. We did it with people like Chuck and doing it with Mangoes and all of our great partners here that have just brought so much vibrancy to iDrive. But we also, of course, did it through and with our chamber. And the other thing that I'm enormously encouraged by and excited about and thankful for is the support that the iDrive Chamber has given to our convention center. Our convention center supports so many jobs, and it is such an important part of our local economy. And there is so much competition out there. So while it's easy for some people to think that the convention center is good enough, those of us who spend any time in the convention center realize that we're always at risk of competition and threats. And when you're this big, when you're the second largest and best convention center in the nation, you got to work very hard to maintain that competitive edge. And we're doing that, and we're doing that through y'all's support. So thank you. And now it is my great honor, as probably one of my last proclamations as mayor, to read this proclamation. And whereas the International Drive Resort area represents more than 120 hotels, more than 900 retail outlets, more than 342 restaurants, and more than 35 attractions, as well as the second largest and best convention center in the country, the Orange County Convention Center. And whereas SeaWorld, Aquatica, Discovery Cove, Universal Orlando, Universal Islands of Adventure, Universal Volcano Bay, 6 of the world's greatest theme parks, and other attractions such as iDrive 360, the Coca-Cola Orlando Eye, Mangoes Fun Spot, iDrive NASCAR, Andretti Indoor Karting and Games, Point Orlando, Topgolf Orlando are also in this premier tourism destination, just to name a few. And whereas the International Drive Resort Area Chamber of Commerce has successfully united the International Drive Resort Area's tourism community, developing many programs that have had a positive impact on tourism industry and the Central Florida region as a whole. And whereas the International Drive Resort Area employs more than 75,000 citizens and generates more than 10% of Orange County's tax base. And whereas the iDrive Chamber recognizes the hard work and contribution of local law enforcement through their annual police ball, which honors men and women of law enforcement community while also raising funds for special law enforcement programs. And whereas in an effort to educate citizens and leaders about the thriving International Drive resort area, the iDrive Chamber launched the highly acclaimed Tourism Orlando Leadership Program in 2001 with the goal of educating participants about the vast components and aspects of our local tourism industry. And I promise this is the last. Whereas the International Drive Resort Area Chamber of Commerce continues to serve as a fierce champion and advocate for our local tourism industry. Now, therefore, I, Teresa Jacobs, by virtue of the authority vested in me as Orange County Mayor, do hereby proclaim today, Friday, November 9th, 2018, as International Drive Resort Area Chamber of Commerce Day here in Orange County, Florida. Thank you. Maria?
And now, ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming our Master of Ceremony, Mr. Greg Wormuth.
Hi, everybody. It's good to see everyone out here today. Boy, is it good to have the elections behind us. ... Not quite, right? For those who recently ran and were successful, congratulations. For those who served and are taking another path in your lives, thank you for all of your service in Central Florida. You know, election season, I don't think it was meant for it to fall into the holiday season. Of course, we have Thanksgiving in 13 days. We may not have a governor or a U.S. Senator or an ag commissioner by then, but that's the process we're in. You know, every vote counts. Just in some areas, it takes a little longer to count them. We are glad to be here as a member of the community. WFTV, Channel 9, TV 27, our 6 radio partners. We're known as Cox Media Group. It is our pleasure to be here and my honor to represent the fine people that work for our organization. And no, we are not fake news. Congratulations to all of you on your success, the Chamber's 31st anniversary celebration. An amazing chamber that you folks have. We don't want to ever take the work of them lightly. I'm pleased to have been invited back this year for this celebration. This is my 32nd year, so just a little bit longer around than Maria and her organization. Right now, we would like to recognize the men and women who have helped make this year and the International Drive Resort Area Chamber of Commerce a success through, and you'll hear this common thread, time, talent, and leadership. Bless and enjoy the holidays.
Oh, yeah.
gentlemen, for over 30 years, I've had the pleasure to work with many of you on many projects that we've had the good fortune to come to realize through this amazing destination. But a side of our community that many people do not see is the generosity and the heart of our members and their philanthropic work. Many times when there are tragedies, I've reached out to our members for support, and countless times they not only give, but they ask, how can I give more? When food is needed because of a tragic death of a law enforcement officer, I know I can call Maggiano's, Centerplate, Rosen Hotels, the Hyatt or the Hilton, or any number of other hotels and restaurants for food and lodging for families. When there are hurricanes and people come to Orlando for shelter, it is the iDrive community who opens their doors to welcome the guests. And even when their policy prohibits animals, they bend the rules. Fun Spot America, who always gives back to our community, did a big fundraiser this year, raising over $25,000 for St. Jude Hospital. Other businesses like iDrive NASCAR, Unicorn, Mangoes are always there to help and assist when needed. When Irma left many without power in Tangelo Park last year, I had the pleasure of working with Commissioner Siplin on providing food and water for Tangelo Park residents for 2 days. Within 40 minutes of phone calls, and thanks to the generosity of our members like Centerplate, CC's Pizza, Kenny Communications, and iDrive NASCAR, we were able to feed 900 Tangelo Park residents in 2 days. That is the heart of iDrive. With the amazing generosity of our chamber members, our board felt it was time to recognize the incredible contributions of our community, and there's no greater philanthropic individual than Mr. Harris Rosen, who in his name, this award will be presented annually to an iDrive chamber member for their extraordinary philanthropic work. Mr. Rosen's philanthropic work is legendary, not only locally, but throughout the world. Along with major contributions to charitable organizations, Mr. Rosen supports neighboring communities like Tangelo Park and Paramore, and globally with outreach programs in Haiti and other parts of the world, changing lives of children and families with his acts of kindness and love, helping to make our world a better place. Today, we're delighted to award the first Harris Rosen Philanthropic Award to SeaWorld Parks and Resorts. Not only is SeaWorld an amazing marine life park that supports the rehabilitation of hundreds of animals each year, SeaWorld Orlando supports over 45 nonprofit organizations throughout Central Florida, including Orange County Public Schools, Kids the World, Keep Orlando Beautiful, the Heart of Florida United Way, and this year alone, SeaWorld donated over 70,000 tickets for a cash and in-kind value of over $7 million. This does not include SeaWorld's animal rescue and rehabilitation efforts. In fact, each ticket, each visit, each experience at SeaWorld Parks helps fund animal rescue and rehabilitation efforts, habitat protection, and ocean health initiatives. It is through their dedication and service to our community that our world is a better place. SeaWorld has given back to our community and the world through one voice and through one promise.
I promise. I promise.
I promise. I promise I will answer the call.
I promise I will answer the call.
I promise. In good weather
And bad.
for small and large.
From land, sea,
Or air, near and far.
I will answer.
I will answer.
I promise I will answer the call. This is my job. This is my job.
This is my job.
This is my job, and so much more.
It is challenging. It is amazing.
Sometimes it's very hard. It is meaningful.
Sometimes it's heartbreaking.
It is extremely rewarding. I promise.
I promise.
I promise.
I promise.
Will you promise?
Will you promise?
To just start somewhere and make a world of difference.
I promise.
I promise.
Ladies and gentlemen, to accept the first annual Harris Rosen Philanthropic Award, please join me in welcoming to the stage Mr. Mark Paul, SeaWorld and Aquatica Park President.
On behalf of all the employees at SeaWorld, it's my honor to accept this award for the people who work hard every day. I'm new to the area, but I'm really excited about joining the iDrive community and look forward to working with every one of you in the future. Thank you again.
As we discussed in the beginning of the luncheon, we have amazing leadership in this room today. During the presentation at the Chamber's Visionary Leadership Award Wall of Honor, the Chamber acknowledges the men and women who had the vision, the leadership, and insight to create and move forward the International Drive Resort area as a world-class resort destination. Let's take a look at iDrive today and what we were just a few 45 years ago.
It's a place where vacationers, conventioneers, and locals alike gather to experience the very best of Central Florida. With its collection of thrilling attractions, festive dining, international shopping, and accommodations for every pocketbook. Welcome to International Drive, the epicenter of all that's bold and exciting in the middle of a little vacation spot. Perhaps you've heard of it.
International Drive, or iDrive for short, is tailor-made for the thrill seekers and thrill makers alike. Yet it might have been like any ordinary street in Orlando, if not for a very large neighbor to the south, and the visionaries and businessmen who gambled on Orlando, believing it would someday become the tourist capital of the world. In fact, less than 50 years ago, while many North American cities were reaching for the skies and sprawling to the seas, Orlando was barely on the map.
There was only green in the beginning.
The interstate highways and the Florida Turnpike, they did not exist.
A lot of entrepreneurial people came and they saw, and they put their money on the line and did.
We were people who just had faith in what we were doing and believed that with Disney and SeaWorld and Universal and a myriad of other smaller attractions and wonderful weather and friendly people, that this was going to become a prime destination.
All of a sudden, we found ourselves at the crossroads of the interstate highway system. Everything is just blowing up. The convention center up and online and growing. We've become a major player in a major world destination. Well, boy, we did all that really in 30, 40 years. So that's amazing.
Inside the story of International Drive is a narrative about the growth of a city and the creation of an identity. A story about entrepreneurs who, with a lot of available land, money, timing, and luck, paved a strip of land and helped produce a destination.
Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to acknowledge the original visionaries of the International Drive Resort area who, without their vision and foresight, we would not be in this room today celebrating all our success. Please join me in recognizing Mr. Jim Brown, Mr. Harris Rosen and Mr. Kelly Smith. As the first iDrive Chamber Visionary Award recipients, these men were acknowledged by the Chamber at our 2010 annual meeting luncheon, and today we honor them on the Chamber's Visionary Leadership Award wall. Mr. Brown, as president of Orlando Central Park from 1975 to 1990, was instrumental in the development of the International Drive south of Sand Lake Road to the beach line. Because of his leadership, the Convention Center District was formed, and a significant number of high-end tourism developments occurred. Through his sheer perseverance and because of the acquisition of land donated by Orlando Central Park, International Drive was chosen as a location for the Orange County Convention Center that we are all in here today. This was a monumental accomplishment that transformed the International Drive Resort Area corridor into one of the most successful convention and tourist destinations in the world. Mr. Brown, please stand so we may recognize you and your wonderful contribution you have made to our community. Mr. Kelly Smith is a partner in the law firm of Smith & McKinnon. Mr. Smith played a key role in much of the early development of International Drive Resort Area. Mr. Smith provided guidance and legal counsel to many International Drive entrepreneurs and corporations who were developing projects in the iDrive corridor, including SeaWorld, Wet n Wild, Reedy Creek, and Walt Disney World. Mr. Smith's guidance provided expertise in the areas of real estate, permitting, zoning, and various other contracts. He was a guiding force on many projects, and we are delighted to recognize him here today for his major contribution to the success of our community. Mr. Smith, please stand and be recognized. And we all know Mr. Harris Rosen, in 1974, purchased his first hotel at 7600 International Drive, one of the original hotels on International Drive. In 1978, through much debate, but due in large part to Mr. Rosen's vision and leadership, the tourist development tax was adopted and International Drive was chosen as a location to build the Orange County Convention Center, now the second largest convention center in the country. In the past 3 decades, Mr. Rosen continues to develop and enhance our community with additional hotels and resorts, providing an endowment to build the UCF Rosen College of Hospitality Management, one of the best colleges of its kind in the world. Mr. Rosen is also a founding father of the International Drive Resort Area Chamber of Commerce, and it is a pleasure to have had him earlier today. In addition to the original visionaries we have highlighted, we also have other recipients of this award who have joined us, and I'd like to point out a few. Mr. Tom Ackert, please stand. Tom was Executive Director of the Orange County Convention Center for 21 years. During his tenure, he led 4 expansions of the Orange County Convention Center, including the development of the North-South Concourse, and his leadership was invaluable to our success. So thank you, Tom, and he is on this wall as well. Another recipient of this award is Mr. Tom Sewell, and Mrs. Tom Sewell is here today in honor of her husband, who served as the first director of the Orange County Convention Center. His leadership was instrumental to the development of what was then the Orange County Civic Center. Mrs. Sewell, thank you for coming. Tom's leadership was extremely impactful to our community and our success. Dr. Abe Pazam. Dr. Pazam, please stand. Dr. Pazam is a founding dean of the UCF Rosen College of Hospitality Management. Because of Dr. Pazam's wisdom, vision, and leadership, we are home to one of the finest colleges of its kind in the world. Thank you, Dr. Pazam. I would also like to recognize SeaWorld and Universal Parks and Resorts. Thank you for your incredible contribution to our resort area. I'd like to ask the team from SeaWorld Universal to please stand and be recognized. And I'd also like to acknowledge Disney at this time and thank them for their partnership throughout the years. Mayor Teresa Jacobs. Mayor Jacobs has been a leader in our community for 16 years, first as our Orange County Commissioner, District 1, and as Mayor of Orange County for the last 8 years. Through the leadership of Mayor Jacobs, our community has experienced tremendous growth and success, and much of this is attributed to her vision and leadership. Thank you, Mayor Jacobs, for all you have done for our community. If you haven't had a chance to look at the wall downstairs, please do. The men and women whom we honor on that wall is why we are all here today. I want to thank the Orange County Convention Center in their partnership in allowing us to showcase our history to the world. As we celebrate the history of International Drive Resort area, we also look forward to the future. And here to share a few closing remarks, please join me in welcoming our new Orange County Mayor-elect, Jerry Demings.
Good afternoon. Congratulations to all of our award recipients, and thank you to those of you who work in the convention, hospitality, and leisure space for providing the jet fuel for this high-octane economy that we have here in Central Florida. I really look forward to working with the ladies on the Board of County Commission as we provide high-octane leadership as we take Orange County to the next level. But join me in recognizing Mayor Jacobs, Commissioner Thompson, Commissioner Love, and Commissioner Clark for their tireless efforts as they leave the Orange County Board of County Commission. Please join me again in recognizing their service. Now, in just a few days, on December the 4th, we will make the transition official. I will conclude a nearly 38-year career as a law enforcement officer in this community, and I will take my badge off, I will put it in my wallet, and put my driver's license behind it, like all members who retire from law enforcement. I will likely still carry a gun, but on December the 4th at 8:30 in the morning at the north-south building here for the Convention Center, we will make the transition from the 28th elected sheriff to the 29th elected sheriff, John Mina, for the passage of leadership ceremony. And I hope that all of you join us there for that historic occasion. And then at 10:30 in the morning, we will have an oath of office ceremony in which the new commissioners, Commissioners Myra Uribe, Commissioners Christine Moore, Commissioner Maribel Gomez Cordero, and returning Commissioner Victoria Siplin will be sworn in, and then shortly thereafter, I will take the oath of office as the 5th elected mayor in Orange County, and I look forward to serving in that capacity for the next many years. I hope that all of you join us on December the 4th. I look forward to presiding at my very first Board of County Commission meeting on that day at 1:30 and working with the men and women of Orange County government, our colleagues who do a fantastic job of leading many different efforts in this community to make Orange County one of the greatest places on planet Earth to live, work, and visit. Thank you all, and God bless you, and happy holidays.
Thank you, Mayor-elect Jerry Demings. I want to thank Jesse Allen and the great team here at the Orange County Convention Center for hosting us today and helping us with this event. Center Plate and Chef Kay for the amazing lunch, champagne, and killer desserts. Professor Deb and the UCF Rosen College of Hospitality Management students for all their help. Our media suppliers, LMG, Edge Factory, Orange TV, and GES. Brandon Nichols at EventSource. Thank you all for a great year, and the best is yet to come, because when great people work together, great things happen. God bless.